It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Throwing to start the drive, Davidson. And he will slide to a hold at the end of that one. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
Hadn't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Into the hands of Cedric Tillman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A nice throw from the third-round pick. It gets him a first down.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Pass caught. He's got Tillman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 5.
Off the play fake, Davidson. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
To throw from his end zone, Nix. Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Second and a couple.
Off the play fake, Nix rolling to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Nix from the shotgun. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
That one taken in by Neighbors.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Running on first down with Ware. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And again, this is Ware.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
That's complete. It's Neighbors. Down inside the 10.
And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown.
Malik Neighbors.
His second touchdown on the season.
And the Giants use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
The Eagles at 1-9 now on the year. And whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
Well, you know what they often say, winning breeds winning, but unfortunately, the flip side of that can be true as well, because this is a club in desperate need of a spark out of somewhere. A big play on offense, turnover, takeaway on defense, something to get them pointed in the right direction. They need it quickly.
Second down, here's Barkley again.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And the Giants will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they are certainly playing their best football of the year.
They'll go play action with Nix.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
You look at this Eagle defense.
They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun is Nix. Open man down the field. It's a tight end center. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Ben Sinnott, 54 yards. And the Giants lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack.
He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
This one downfield for Tillman.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Davidson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Nix to the air. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 7, operating from the 34. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. On play action, here's Nix. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. To throw, here's Nix. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now a 2nd and 10. Now a toss play to Ware. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, this is Ware. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. 51 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming...
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Giants have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barry. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Giants on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Here's Nix. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 58 yards. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now it's Nix.
He finds his man, complete. It's Barry. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
I do think that sometimes on 3rd and long, many defenders just get caught watching the sticks instead of watching the ball. And the guy who's got it, because here, they just got the ball into the receiver's hands and told him to do it yourself, a little bit of a desperation play. And he was able to take the short throw and turn it into a big gain and a conversion on 3rd down. That's a big pickup.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39.
58 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go now.
Nick's going to tap this forward.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Nick's going to tap this forward.
Pushing his way through.
K.J. Hamler.
And did he get in? No. Down at the 1 yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Malik Neighbors
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Second and 6. They'll set up the screen. The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds. So they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually. And they'll hold on to the football as well. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right. And as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. A final shot before break. Nix. Buying time to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. To throw is Nix. That's caught by Ware. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Here's Nix. A throw right side caught by Neighbors.
No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They'll run straight ahead with Ware, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 3. In motion right, that's Hamler. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Throwing Nix.
Goes to Ware on the screen. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw. Nix. He'll leave this for Ware. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Operating from the gun, Davidson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Operating from the gun, Davidson.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Now a toss right to Barkley. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for him so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he let his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
The Eagles send out their punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Back to throw. Nix. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Ware. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Nix from the shotgun. Flush to his right. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. Right side here with Ware. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 84 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They go again with Ware. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Throw left side complete. That's Barron. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And now third down and 6 to go.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Let's go.
And this offense on third down today, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, they run with Ware. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Eddie Pinheiro on now. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Throwing to start the drive. Davidson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bobby Okereke gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Looking to throw. Davidson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This one downfield for Tillman. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Hamler now on the return. Gets past one man. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Off the play fake. Nix. To the right side and intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Eagles are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and then try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
That goes for a gain of 31.
To get back in this ball game, big plays are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the fourth is not going to be an easy task, but that's good work there to bite off a chunk of yards.
Go. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Cedric Tillman,
a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go, get set.
Throwing, Jones. He finds his man, complete. That's Barry. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's 3rd and 3.
12.
Now Jones.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Here we go, 11.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end...
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now an injured player here will get a stoppage, and they're attending to Mac Jones, the quarterback. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. A give to Ware. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 101 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. They'll run again. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. And he is going to have a New York first down, and the Giants are going to win the football game. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Let's go now.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants.
Well, if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for the Giants, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, their woes continue as the